been to before and you don't have a map or you don't have a GPS on your phone? Well, it's risky. You're going to waste a lot of time making a lot of mistakes, making a lot of wrong turns. So why make those mistakes when you can follow a GPS or a map or what you're learning today, a business plan? That's the whole point here. In fact, if you look at the statistics, the average entrepreneur is better off working at McDonald's. The average entrepreneur in America that does not follow a tried and true tested map or a business plan ends up making less than a manager at McDonald's. And hey, at McDonald's, at least it's a secure paycheck. They're not going out of business anytime soon. So if you don't follow the type of plan that I'm showing you now, and you quit your job, or you start a business and invest your hard-earned money into it, you're taking a huge risk with a very high chance of not even making your money back, not even making more than you could if you just went out and took a second job at McDonald's. But everything changes once you have a map. You're going to reduce your risk, you're going to save time, you're going to increase your potential for success because you're using a business model that's already proven. Just like a map, when you follow a GPS, that road, somebody's already gone on that road. And they know if you follow, you make a right turn when you should make a right turn, you make a left turn when you should make a left turn. It's predictable where you're going to go. And that's why I love this business plan. It's predictable. And I'm going to give you this money-making map that people are already using to get their first clients, paying them $1,000 to $10,000 a month. Now, why am I sharing this map? Well, because when I got started as an entrepreneur, I had a mentor, a guy named Joel Salatin. I've had quite a few mentors, and they gave me business plans. They gave me their map, their roadmap to success. They helped me, and I want to pass that on to others. And, you know, my first map in the internet marketing world and understanding the internet was from a guy named Corey Rudel. And I remember I had no money, basically. I had saved up maybe $1,000. I think I'd saved about $500-600. And I was sleeping on a couch in a mobile home in Clayton, North Carolina, and really struggling. I didn't have a college degree. I didn't have a car. You know, people see me now with Lamborghinis and Ferraris and Rolls Royce, but back then I had nothing. I would have to borrow a car or get picked up, or sometimes not even be able to go where I needed to go. And like I said, I had no college degree, not even an undergrad, so I didn't have that conventional background there to help me. And I was browsing on the internet, and I saw this picture of this guy, and he was laying on the beach in Hawaii, and he said, I'll show you how I made, I think he said $28,000 from the beach. And I went, is this a scam? But I set my skepticism aside. I thought, well, what if even if there's only a 10% chance that this is true, it's worth me looking into it. And I looked into it. I ended up buying his program. I think it was around $600-700. And over the next 9 months, using many of the principles that I learned, I made, I think, around $72,000 in just 9 months. It was almost on track to make 6 figures. Remember, that was without a college degree. That was just with some program that I bought. I always wanted to meet Corey Rudel. You know, he ended up dying tragically in a car accident in 2007 down in San Diego. And so I never got to thank him. But I've always been thankful for that start. And I've learned many things since then, but that was the jump start. That was the initial map that helped me with the internet. And I had other mentors like Joel Salatin and along the way, and they've all contributed to me being able to build many successful businesses and transform my life. So the map I'm sharing with you today is a step-by-step template that shows you how to get small businesses and large businesses to pay you $1,000 to $10,000 every month by starting your own social media marketing agency. 99% of small business owners are completely lost and clueless about how social media and internet marketing works. I was in New York City the other day, and I was at a big restaurant, and I remember it was almost empty, and thinking, man, they're paying so much money on rent, they've got so much expenses, and they don't know how to market and fill up their restaurant. That's why most people who start a restaurant go bankrupt. And I was thinking, boy, if I was starting over from scratch, I would just walk into this restaurant, show them how to do social media and internet marketing, and ask them to pay me for that skill, and they would gladly do it if I could put more people in their restaurant. And I'm not just talking about helping restaurants. I'm going to talk about later the different businesses that you can help. Because remember, as you'll see here, point 2, most business owners don't have time to learn about social media and internet marketing. You know, they're either learning how to run a restaurant, or they're a dentist or a doctor, or they own a landscaping business. They're not in it to learn how to market. And that's where you can come in, because there's not many people out there who truly know how to get them customers using social media. And that's why once I show you how to use social media and internet marketing, small business owners are going to gladly open up their wallet and pay you. One of the reasons I decided to share this business plan is I thought back, what would happen if I had to start from scratch? If I lost all the money and you know, now I live in Beverly Hills, but if I had to go back and live in Clayton, North Carolina in a mobile home, how would I start? And I realized this is exactly what I would do. I would start a social media marketing agency, because you can learn how relatively quickly. And clients are everywhere. Even if one person says no to you, there's 100 more businesses ready to say yes. So some of the amazing results I've seen within weeks of going through my private social media marketing agency program. Let me show you some. Here's a actual screenshots of people. They just closed 2 customers, paying them $14.97 a month each. Just think about that. This is somebody in Atlanta, Georgia. They posted this on the Facebook private group, and they live, down in the southeast of the U.S. Just think of how that would change your life if you had $3,000 of predictable income per month. In fact, and they're just getting started. Imagine if they had 5 clients paying them $1,500. That's $8,000 a month. And what is that? $8,000 a month is 6 figures a year, over $100,000 a year. You know, that's almost what a doctor makes. And that's just with 5 or 6 clients. Here's Bonnie Laska. Bonnie's first $1,000 check. This was one of my favorite ones. It came in the beginning when I first opened up this business plan and program to people. Bonnie struggled for 1 year and 7 months to find a job. She had graduated college with 2 degrees. You can see her actual screenshot here. Hi, everyone. I want to congratulate you on your success so far and share mine with you. I just got paid $1,000 from first month by my first client, and I cannot be more excited. It's my first paycheck in 1 year and 7 months after graduating college with 2 degrees. They're a company that sells a health food product. They set me up to talk to another company owner in the next 2 weeks, so hopefully I can land them too. Keep up the great work, guys. This is really awesome. Dreams really come true. And she has more customers signed up. She's already got recurring income. Remember, recurring income like that, it's not just $1,000 once. It's over and over, and that's what will change your life. I remember when John Dewar, one of my business partners, my first business partner, said, people don't realize what makes your life stressful is recurring bills, but what can make your life amazing is recurring income, because it offsets those recurring bills. Now, this is one of the most amazing ones. I actually flew this guy out. His name's Jaden. Here's a screenshot from Instagram and also an actual check. I actually had my lawyer certify all this. We got a letter from this doctor. And here's an example of somebody closing a client for the entire year up front. Now, if you look on the screenshot on the left there, $32,600 in a Bank of America bank account. Here's what's interesting about that. This guy, Jaden, is 21 years old. There's actually a YouTube video I made about him where I flew him out just to meet him and talk to him. He lives in the suburbs of Chicago. And 2 months ago, he didn't even have a bank account. 0. Now he has $32,000 in one bank account. You can see how he did it. There is a check from a doctor for $20,000 to manage social media paid up front for 1 year. And the cool thing, when Jaden was here, I talked to him. I said, are you actually helping the doctor? And he says he's already helped this doctor get 7 new clients. And I think it's a cosmetic surgeon. So that cosmetic surgeon probably, makes $5,000 or $10,000 per client. So that doctor's already doubled his money and is happy to pay Jaden $20,000 for a year. It's an amazing story. It's one of my goals to help 300 people go from 0 to something, just like Jaden's did. Here's someone else successfully closing their first $997 to $2,000 a month client. Osaid said, I had my first client today. It's a home health agency. Never been more excited. Got her for $997 and then another $350 for each patient that she brings in. Here's Sasa Jaksic says, I can't thank you enough. I already have a client paying $2,000 a month, and they'll increase it if I bring in more. I know I'm going to have at least 5 more by the end of your course. This is amazing. For real, you're making an insane change in so many. And these are all exact word-for-word screenshots. That's from Snapchat. Nothing's made up here. This is exciting stuff. So in a moment, I'm going to show you how you can get started with my social media marketing agency program. So